I hope the video audio works well. Hello, it's 7 o'clock in the evening, so let's start our yoga practice. For now, I understand there's one person in the room in 8356. Hi, I'm really happy that you arrived, and one more still to come. We will begin the yoga practice this time in a little bit different format. I'm guiding from another place this time, but I hope that it will not disturb into having a great yoga practice in this Tuesday evening. Right after the practice, you can leave the equipment and it will be cleaned. The only thing I would like to ask is to close the door after the yoga practice. That's about it. I hope you have your blankets and you're comfortably sitting on the yoga mat. And we will begin by sitting in lotus pose If it's not comfortable for you, you can have one knee straight. Hopefully, you can find a comfortable position for you in this evening. Grab a blanket below to support yourself if you would like to. And we will start by taking deep inhale and exhale to begin with calming our minds for this yoga practice. So start by closing your eyes. You can place one hand on your belly button and the other one on your chest in the middle, feeling your heartbeat beginning to slow down or feeling how it is. Maybe it's a little bit fast. We start to take deep breath in, both through your diaphragm and then followed by inhaling lungs and exhale fully. If more comfortable, you can also open your eyes. Do what feels best for you. And as you start with these deep inhales and exhales, create intention that you would like to set for this yoga practice. Focus on the feeling you would like to enhance, or if there's any goal you would like to reach. Imagine as if through this yoga practice, you prepare your body or restore it to continue guiding yourself towards the goal you have. Take a few deep breaths in and exhale. Guide yourself towards the intention or the yoga practice. Let your lungs and chest expand and slowly come down once you exhale. Let your belly expand and flatten towards your spine once you exhale. Take deep breath in and exhale. Meanwhile, slowly open your eyes and place hands on the knees. We will continue with doing a few Kundalini Yoga breathing techniques. And for the first one, we will be placing our hands on shoulders. It's important you lower the shoulders and keep your elbows in same line with shoulders, parallel to floor. We will be taking rapidly inhale and exhale. And for the first movement, when we inhale, raise your hands above your head and your knees as well. But keep the toes on the mat. Hold yourself here for a little bit. This is more for demonstration. And once you exhale, then drop down both the hands so that the elbows can go lower and knees. One more time, let's try. Breathe in, sort of like reach up and drop down, exhale. Let's do it 10 times together, or if we mix the number, it's totally off. Let's begin. Reach up and drop down. Inhale and exhale. Few more times. And 3 more. And the last one. Reach and drop down. Very good. You can slowly relax your hands on the knees. You can guide yourself, creating comfortable position here. And we will begin with the next movement. And for this one, we continue to sit in a lotus pose. And you have your hands on the knees meanwhile. And we're going to draw circles with our upper body. Once we inhale, we rotate forward, so bringing our chest all the way from one shoulder to the other. And when we continue to send our spine backwards, we exhale. So there's circular movement in our spine. And you round your back when you move backward, and you extend, open your chest when you come forward. So we're drawing our circles, and I will say that the shoulders are helping in this. Keep your hands comfortably on the knees. If you get mixed with breathing, it's all right. Try to remember, as long as you keep breathing, it's already amazing. Open your chest and send the spine backwards, around back, and again, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Few more times. This is quite good for loosening some tension that's been stored in your back muscles. One last round. And slowly from the back position, guide your shoulders backwards and open your chest, sitting back into neutral position. Very well done. Switch to the opposite direction, meaning that we still go both forward and backward, but we are maintaining our body in the opposite direction. So if you did the circles from the left shoulder to the right, forward, then do vice versa. So let's begin. Move forward and backward. I myself forgot to which side I actually did it. So I'm gonna switch from time to time. Inhale when you come forward and exhale when you come back. Continue to do so, keeping your hands very good on the knees. Continue at your own pace. You're doing very well. Continue a few more times. One last round, both forward and backward. And slowly bring your body to the center line into neutral position. Very well done. Now we're going to continue with doing some little side stretching. And for this, I am inviting you to place one hand on your yoga mat, and with the other one, guide your upper body through side, creating circle, and in the end, bending forward over the hand. Here, the whole palm stays on the mat. Open your chest and hold yourself here for a little bit. If it suits you, you can also start pulsating movement, getting yourself lower, and then bringing yourself up. Remember to breathe, stay calm and grounded. Get yourself as low as possible, and now from front, bring your arms forward through half circle, interchanging the sides, and open yourself from the opposite side. And gently guide yourself backwards towards the hand, again, either with pulsating movement or holding yourself as you want. The whole palm stays on the yoga mat. If that suits you, you can also have the elbow on the mat or do the pulsating. Remember to have the chest open. And slowly bring yourself back into neutral position through guiding your arm to the other side. Bring both hands on your knees and start to gently rotate your shoulders backwards a few times, trying to bring the scapulas together on the back so that your shoulder blades almost touch each other, and then guide the shoulders down. Few times. Very, very good. From here, we will still do one Kundalini breathing technique. And for this again, I invite you to place your hands, your fingertips on the shoulders and have them slightly down. And now we're going to rotate our body to the left and to the right. And as you rotate to your left side, take deep breath in. When you come back and rotate yourself to the right side, breathe out. Let's start by we only rotate our upper body. We stay grounded, sitting on the mat. And it's totally all right. And it can be quite natural if you can rotate to one side more than to the other. So just observe that for your own knowledge, awareness for your body. But if it's the case, it's totally all right. Let's do a few more rounds. And so we don't get our hands too tingling, place yourself back to center and lower the hands. Keep them on the knees or on the mat and rotate your shoulders simply a few times to allow the hands to relax here. All right, very good. And now again, the last technique, the same one, but to the opposite directions. So have your back straight and place your fingertips on the shoulders. And now switch the breathing. So when you rotate to the right side, breathe in, and vice versa. When you rotate to the left side, breathe out. Try to have your shoulders down so they don't come too close to your ears. And in one line, shoulder and the elbow parallel to the floor. Let's do a few times. Slowly rotate without any pause throughout your breathing. Slowly bring yourself back to the center and again rotate shoulders gently backwards few times. Very good. Now I invite you to slowly stand up, remove blanket from the mat if you had one below yourself, and stand now at one end of your yoga mat, which is more comfortable for you as we continue forward. Done. I hope that everyone has found comfortable position. And here, let's begin by checking our standing. So it's important that you stand approximately as wide as your shoulders. You keep your belly button a little bit closer to the spine and send your lower back leg kind of forward. So you maintain straight back. So let's begin by taking deep inhale and opening our hands through sides and placing them above like this above our head. Then lower down the hands and let's do one more time. So take deep breath in. You can also look up and breathe out. Send your hips forward and your upper body bend a little bit backwards. Breathe in, come up again and lower yourself through body center line, through straight back and in the end relax and simply hang for a little moment, having your hands close to the fingertips. Then from here, breathe in and out fully. And on your next inhale, place your hands on the legs and guide yourself forward halfway so that your hands are on your knees and your back is straight here. Take deep inhale. And through exhale, lower yourself again. On your next inhale, deep breathe in. And through exhale, place your hands on your calves and send your forehead a little bit closer to the knees, just for a little moment. Breathe in, come back, and start to slowly move forward with your hands on the mat, keeping your heels as well as your toes on the mat, and in that, push yourself backward into downward facing dog. Have your shoulders away from your ears and push from hands to have your back as straight as possible. We continue by placing heels up one by one, sort of like walking the dog. So when one heel is close to the floor, the other one raises up. And we do so a few times while still continuing to breathe deeply. Now send both heels closer to the floor, and through round back, we are sending ourselves into plank position. So through round back, send your hips forward and be on plank position for a little bit, and slowly lower yourself down and come up, keeping only the toes on the mat. Hold yourself here, look forward. If this is too much, you can also place the knees and the legs on the mat and create the Sphinx pose here, so that your elbows and your hands are on the mat and you extend yourself here. So do what suits you the best today. And from here, bring your hips backward and back into downward facing dog. Walk it just a few times. And we're going to challenge ourselves a little bit here by raising up one leg, maintaining the hips straight, and flex the knee for a little moment. Open yourself through side here and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come back, facing the mat, and bring the leg back. Walk the dog a few times, and let's switch the leg by starting to raise up with straight knee, extended knee, then flex the knee. I hope it's able to see. It's possible. And then open yourself through sides, but maintain both hands on the mat. And look below the hand. Slowly shift your weight again facing the mat and slowly lower the leg on the mat. Walk the dog a few times. Very well done. And start to move forward to your feet with your hands, again one by one. Relax your back and grab your hands with your elbows with your hands here and start to draw infinity symbol. So shift your weight a little bit to the left and a little bit to the right. Sending your elbows forward through the side one by one. Then relax your hands, let them drop and hang, and bend your knees a little bit. And now send yourself up, rolling slowly, vertebra by vertebra, until lastly you rotate your shoulders and raise up your head. Very well done. Let's continue with at least one more round. So check that you're standing stable here. And we're going to do one more round of this. But before we do that, let's do the eagle pose actually to have, let's say, a little break in between the combinations. So for this, what we do is we choose first one leg on which we're gonna stand stable, and you bend the knee of that leg. And the other leg, it goes forward into like spiral, kind of hugs from the side. This is for the lower limbs. For the upper limbs, we bring the hands so that, okay, I will turn, so that the elbows are 90 degrees here, and you watch your balance, and you bring one hand forward to the other one, and you spiral, you twist both of them until they meet at one point. If this is possible, I invite you to try this. If it feels too heavy to also twist your legs, you can just stand with your shoulders as wide as possible, with your feet as wide as the shoulders, and bring your elbows a little bit down. Send them forward and down. I will be doing it with the leg as well. Breathe in deeply and exhale slowly. You should feel a good stretch between your shoulder blades. When we finish this, I will show in which place exactly. So it's a little bit below the shoulders, closer to your spine. Raise yourself up, untwist the legs as well as the arms. So you should feel it on this area between your shoulder blades. Let's try with the other side as well. So now stand on the other leg, bend the knee a little bit of that leg, and twist the leg. If it doesn't go with your balance level, that's all right. Stand stable with your belly button closer to spine and send your lower back closer to the midline. And switch the arms. So now the opposite one goes on the top. So one is above the other. And continue to twist. And hold here just for a little bit. If you don't feel the stretch, send the elbows a little bit like away from your body and down. Breathe in and breathe out. Slowly untwist the legs if you had them twist and remove the arms from one another. Very well done. Let's continue with a few more combinations. So stand with your feet as wide as the shoulders, belly button closer and lower back as well in. Start by taking deep inhale and raise the hands up above your head. Send hips forward and bend your upper body backwards for a little moment. Come back to center and lower the arms. Deep inhale again, palms meeting above the head, and send your body forward through the body center line. Deep inhale and bring the hands until knee level into half table here. I hope you're feeling great there at 8356. Ground yourself here, and through next exhale, lower yourself again and relax your body. Slowly place the hands like below, behind your calves, and send your forehead closer to the knees. Release yourself, and from here start to move forward with your hands into downward facing dog. So walk 2 steps from both sides and send yourself backwards. Send yourself backwards into downward facing dog, meaning you push from the hands and you try to maintain your back as straight as possible. If it's hard, you can bend your knees and lift the heels a little bit up, but the priority is to have your back straight, then your knees straight, I would say. Walk the dog a few times by lifting heel one by one. The other one goes towards the floor. And we continue by pulling the heels closer to the floor. And we will do again like twist. So today is a bit about twisting ourselves. So take your left hand, your left palm, and bring it to your right ankle. To the right side, to the outer side of your right ankle, and try to hold yourself in this position. You can also adjust by holding to the calf or behind your knees. Maintain your back straight and hold yourself here. If needed, bend the knees a little bit. Breathe deeply. And bring the hand back to downward facing dog. Change the hands, so now take the right one and bring it to the outer side of your leg ankle, calf, or your knee, depending on the level of your flexibility for today. As some days we can feel like all we want to do is do just few movements and that's about it. So adjust to your own feelings for today. Breathe deeply. Please don't forget to breathe. And send your hand back to downward facing dog. From here, round your back, bend your knees a little bit and move forward into shifting your weight into plank position now. Make sure that you're stable on the plank and we open ourselves through one side. So have your left hand on the mat and both of your feet and open yourself, having one line from your fingertips to the hand on the mat. Hold for a little bit and slowly bring the hand back on the plank and twist to the other side. I will be doing with you guys. And open. Hold yourself here. You can do this. And slowly bring the hand back to the yoga mat. From here, either with your knees on the mat or only with your toes, send yourself down and back up. Now you can bring the toes on the mat and send the knees as well on the mat and push yourself back into all fours so that there is straight line from shoulder to hands, 90 degrees both in the knees and in the hips. If you have any problems or pain with your knees, you can bring blanket below the knees to support you now so there's less weight on the knees. We're going to continue with the bird dog movement. So what does that mean? We're going to raise in one line. We're going to like extend our body. So open one hand, one arm in the air and the opposite. So in my case, it's left arm, right leg in the air. And hold yourself here for a few moments. Don't forget to breathe deeply. Slowly bring the hand and the knee back on the mat and change the sides. The opposite arm and the opposite of that leg creates a line in the air. Maintain your back straight here. I know it can be tough. Slowly bring the hand and the knee on the mat. And we continue by doing one more side. Changing sides. And knee together. So flex your arm and bend your knee and bring them below your upper body. And extend again. And 5 times. 3 more. And the last one. Extend and slowly lower the hand and the knee. Change the sides. Break one line and start to guide the elbow towards the knee. 5 times also this side. I think this is the fifth one. So extend the hand and the leg, and slowly bring the hand and the knee on the mat. Very good. From here, bring your hips backward onto your heels and start to walk forward with your fingertips. You can also relax your forehead and let the head drop. Slowly bring both hands firmly on the mat and push yourself gently back into all four position on the table here, on the mat. We're going to continue with movements we have done, and for that, you have to extend one arm in the air, creating one line. And the next thing we do, I will turn. The next thing you do is you roll one by one each, let's say, section of your arm. You start with fingertips, wrists, elbow, and the shoulder, and you guide it below the opposite shoulder. Then you come back and continue so few more times. Slowly, there's no need to rush. On the next time, roll fingertips, wrist, elbow, and shoulder, and keep your arm on the floor. I will turn again. Keep the arm on the floor, and you can relax the other arm either in front of your face or above your head. Slowly bring the hand in front of your face and slowly push from it, opening again like a book and gently closing the hand on the mat. Now we will switch the sides. So tuck your spine closer and bring one hand in the air and slowly start to roll below the opposite shoulder. If you want to combine with movement while you're doing this movement, then once you roll down, you can take exhale, but once you roll yourself upward again, inhale deeply. So that the movement is synchronized with breathing. Hold in the air and slowly roll up all the way on the mat or on the floor and guide the other arm above your head, or if it doesn't suit you, then keep it in front of your face. Breathe deeply, both in and out. Let your breathing support you through the movements in this evening. Slowly bring the arm in front of your face, and by gently pushing from it, open yourself like a book again. Hold for a little bit and gently lower the hand. Very well done. From here, bring your hips backwards again and move forward with your fingertips. Only this time, bring your hands to the left side so that the stretch is more on one side of your body. Left hand remains on the floor and the right one goes on top of it. Breathe deeply in and out. Slowly guide the hands to the right side, the right hand on the floor and the left one on top of it. Slowly move to the center with your hands and guide yourself back up into the arm fours. From this position, bring one leg in between your hands so that the knee goes closer to one hand and feet is sort of closer to the other one. The other leg uh, relaxes on the mat and you start to gently stretch the leg that's in front. Choose which one suits you. If you want to enhance it, you can make the ankle in the knee a little bit bigger, or you can also guide your body over the leg with your elbows on the mat or only your fingertips, as it was in the child position. Breathe deeply here, both in and out. If you have a yoga block besides yourself, you can also place yoga block below your glute of the leg in front to support yourself here. Then slowly bring yourself up, and through plank position, we switch the legs so that the other one goes in front. Toe of the feet, raise yourself up into plank and switch the legs. Place it in front and choose your position. Whether you hold yourself like with your fingertips close to your leg or with your elbows or like leaning over the legs and reaching forward with your fingertips. Breathe in and out as deeply as you can. Slowly bring your arms up. Have both hands firmly below your shoulders. Tuck the toe below. Push yourself into plank position and immediately push back into downward facing dog. Walk the dog a few times. And slowly move forward with your hands towards your feet. Relax your back. Hold your elbows with your hands and gently draw you infinity symbols here. As to remind yourself there's infinity possibilities lying ahead of you. Relax the arms, bend your knees, and gently roll yourself up vertebra by vertebra, lastly rotating your shoulders and raising your head here. I hope you feel good. And we will also continue with the last pose for today, the active one. And that will be the mountain pose. For this one, bring your leg either that the heel touches your like above the ankle, or it goes below the knee, or with the help of your hand, bring it in your inner thigh. Choose your level. Each is fine as long as you maintain balance and breathe deeply. Your hands, you can have them in front of your heart chakra, or you can raise them up above the head. Hold. Choose a point where you are focusing your sight and breathe deeply here. Try to open your knee so that it opens like a book here. And if it's hard to maintain balance, bend the knee a little bit in the supporting leg. Slowly lower the hands and release the leg as well. Relax the legs for a little bit by walking them on the mat. And we switch the sides. So now bringing the opposite leg, either having the toes on the mat and the heel above the ankle, below the knee, or on the inner thigh, pressing on that. Open the knee like to the side and have your arms, your palms together. Give yourself a little smile as a reward for this yoga practice that you attend. And we will see next week in campus. So this is exception, and I appreciate that you joined for this kind of yoga practice. Slowly lower the hands, release them, and relax the leg as well. Shake off any tension that's been stored. And as per usual, I invite you in campus to lay down on your back with your hands slightly like this and your legs relaxed. I will pull the music close to the computer, so I hope the audio will work well. Cover yourself with a blanket to be more comfortable. For the few last minutes, I invite everyone to relax before the everyday life continues, so we can still have few deep breathing just for our body and mind. So lay down and I will place the music for a few minutes. Namaste, 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 Relax your mind and body and focus only on here and now. Allow each part of your body to feel heavy. Each part dropping heavier on the mat. Namaste, 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 namaste. Namaste, 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 namaste. Continue to lay down on the mat, but slowly wake up the body. Tilt your head from left to the right. Move your toes as well as your fingertips. Bring your awareness back to the very present moment. And once you feel ready, I invite you to slowly sit up as we close this yoga practice with a little bit of gratitude for ourselves for this 1 hour that we gave to ourselves. Just suits you, place the hands together and bring them close to your heart center. And take a little moment to focus on the intention that you once set in the beginning of the practice. And simply be grateful for yourself for attending this practice here on this peaceful evening. And may each step along the way brings you closer to the goal that you set for yourself. And that peace walks together with you along the way. Thank you for attending this yoga. Wishing each one of you a great rest of your evening. Thank you. Namaste. You can release the arms and you can have a little moment if you want in the room. If it's possible, clean the mats with disinfecting liquid and bring them into storage if the storage is open. If no, you can leave everything as it is and close the doors once you leave. I'm truly grateful that both of you joined for this yoga practice. And next week, we will be doing it in campus. So thank you, and I wish you a great rest of the week, and see you soon. Have a great evening now. Bye.